Hi, Martin. Can you show us around on High Street West a bit?
Yeah. So I'm in the middle building at High Street West. So this is 172. This is the old bins store. I'm up on the scaffolding. I'm above me is the floor of the second floor, and the contractor Redburns have just put in this huge steel beam to
Oh, wow,
hold the
yeah.
building up. Uh, Originally, this would have been kind of an open void, and then I think in the 1930s they stuck this steel post in to try and hold the roof up. And over a number of years, they've struggled to kind of keep the building up. And so what our structural engineers have designed is this new, it's actually a pair of steel beams. If you look underneath, there's actually two there. And that's holding the roof up. Because what Bins did is they removed the first floor of the building. So to create the department store in an old terraced house, they just took out a floor. And that's just caused, 100 years later, that's caused huge problems. So if I turn around now, we'll see out into the back of 172.
Oh, yeah, I see.
And this is the building that is missing at the moment. It's been a huge problem structurally. Basically, they infilled the back of the building and built off the garden walls, and there was timber in the walls and everything, and it was quite quite inept structurally. I think if we can go through here, Bob, under the thing. There in, I don't know if you can see that, but in tarpaulin is the bay fronted shop front onto the high street.
Oh, yes.
And so I'm basically floating below the ceiling and downwards. If I can maybe have to poke through this hole in the scaffold. Can you see that? Can you see down there?
I can see some scaffolding, but that's about it.
All right. Trying to work out where the camera is. But basically, I can see down to the basement floor here.
Yeah.
So I'm on a huge scaffold tower at the moment. So yeah, really exciting because finally we're structurally sound and we can start to put the building back together.
That's amazing. So where are those bricks that people are, paying for?
The bricks are out. I'll just spin around. Out in the courtyard there, there's a few pallets of bricks, all wrapped in plastic at the moment, ready to be used on this back extension.
Very good.
And to rebuild the back wall. So yeah, I think we've brought 3,000 bricks so far to site to be used on the building.
That's amazing. And so what are the upcoming plans?
Really, it's to get this ceiling in, and so then we can. Above me is there's a mixture of old joists and new joists. There was quite a lot of rot in this back flooring section, and it's to put there's quite a lot of work to do in terms of acoustics and fire line in the ceiling, and so that the project can be used. But if I actually can pop through into the second floor, the magic of being on a scaffold is you can go through the floor and start to see the room above. And it's quite kind of a heritage kind of feel up there. Lots of exciting things.
Lots of original.
Mainly starting to choose lots of the original features up there. But yeah, it's the time to choose colours for steel beams and doors and windows.
Well, maybe people have ideas.
Yeah, it's always tricky with colours, isn't it? Because you were trying to keep this this aesthetic in this space. You'll see some incredible wallpaper. I don't know what age. If someone wants to date the wallpaper, then there's different layers going on in the building. Yeah. And this building just oozes history. It's quite exciting.
Very good. So when are you going next?
Where am I going next?
When can we expect the next update?
Weekly now, because access is such good. We're actually approaching the point where we can do scaffold tours. It's getting to that level of safety on site that you can bring people in and allow them to see, what's happening and what's going on.
Ah, that's exciting.
But yeah, in normal times we will be doing scaffold tours around now, bringing funders, clients, partners involved. And I think a number of people have bought a scaffold tour as part of the crowdfunding. So we're now able to kind of arrange that and kind of bring them in.
Yeah, maybe we can just make it happen, even if it's like distance and with masks and I don't know.
Yeah, because it's a controlled site, so a full PPE. I've got my high vis, my hat, my steel toe caps are on. It's just taking care as you would do on a construction site anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sun's shining today, so it's always good to come on site when the sun's shining.
Can you give us one last 360?
Yeah, you can do more. You can do kind of it's all in all directions.
Yeah.
So if we start through there, so that's the route through to High Street West, the front of the shop. The bay windows in tarpaulin at the moment. We come through the middle, and these are the new steel beams that are holding up the ceiling. You can see above it the old beam that was trying to hold the roof up. I do like timber. They tried to make the hold. We've got a fireplace here. The old fireplace is just above my head, so that's on the second floor. And then we go through to the back. It's a complete mess at the back at the moment. But actually, what is quite exciting from here is you see, if I can get there, the lovely vaulted. Can you see the vaulted roof?
Yeah.
That's at the back of 170. That's the old bank vault. Probably a document store. So it's steel lined to act as a fire break. And so that's just a fantastic feature that we found under the undergrowth. And you'll see back to the rear of the property, which is kind of a dilapidated old news house, where they would have actually originally kept horses. So yeah, there's a quick kind of full tour of the site. Really, you've got to be in it. You've got to come to see it because it's just incredible. But,
well, people can just buy a scaffolding tour and then they can come and see it.
Yeah, but I just want people to buy a brick. One brick's enough. I think we've passed 60 contributors. People just need to buy a brick and help out.
That would be great.
Great stuff. Love to speak to you.